is talking about.
What's up, family? Former Vice President Joe Biden pointed Tuesday evening to two segregationist senators as examples of colleagues he could work with during an era where at least there was some civility in the Senate. During a fundraiser event in New York, the Democratic presidential candidate recounted being a member of the Senate in the 1970s with Southern Democrats who opposed civil rights and desegregation. He specifically named Mississippi Senator James Eastland and Georgia Senator Herman Talmadge, who Biden called one of the meanest guys I ever knew. I was in a caucus with James O. Eastland. He never called me boy. He always called me son, Biden told donors. Well, guess what? At least there was some civility. We got things done, Biden said. We didn't agree on much of anything. We got things done. We got it finished. But today, you look at the other side and you're the enemy, not the opposition, the enemy. We don't talk to each other anymore, he said. Hanging his whole ass out in this fashion is pretty standard practice for Biden these days. He can't get enough of it. His arrogance is so resounding. You know, I was thinking for a while that perhaps Obama reversed the cliche and picked Biden to be his one white friend. But then I looked in his background. Obama actually has several white friends. Ain't nothing wrong with having white friends, like real white friends. I mean, if they're really friends. But I don't look at Biden like a real friend. I look at Biden like a politician opportunist. This dude ain't changed. And he and Bernie Sanders can't figure out why people keep getting upset with these statements, these antiquated ass statements they make. You know, they got that good old boy in them, man. I don't give a damn how they try to wear that liberal hat, how they try to wave that liberal flag. They got that good old boy in them, man. And I personally think that Bernie actually means well. I think that he has some things that he means well about. But he got some things, other things that like he really, I think he has that thing about him where he thinks that he's superior. You have to understand, Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders, they come from an era where it was pretty standard to call a whole black man a boy. And this didn't just come from grown white dudes and white women. This came from kids too. Kids could call a whole black man a boy and get away with it. Not a big deal. Imagine that, y'all. Fucking kid calling a grown-ass man a boy. Joe Biden, you have to remember also, this dude cut Social Security 3 times. 3 times, people. He is the perfect example of an old dude that they use to rally the troops, but the troops get nothing while the troops are eating out of a can. He's over there feasting on lobster and steak, fish, and all of this other good stuff, and drinking the finest wine. That's Biden, because he ain't got nothing for seniors. I mean, you got the first mainstream African American who is articulate and bright and clean and nice looking. I mean, that's a storybook, man. Joe Biden, 2007, on the campaign trail with Barack Obama. Is that condescending? Is that a person who thinks he's really better, and that he's superior? That's what I gather from that comment. Oh, African Americans ain't capable of being clean and articulate and nice looking. Y'all really want that dude? Y'all really liked Obama that much? Now, I know some of y'all saying, well, Biden wasn't a problem when he ran with Obama. Why is it that everybody's turning on him now? Because everybody wasn't familiar with his record. I don't know how he got through. The media, they had a lot to do with it because they could have warned the people. They could have put his record on file. They could have let us know what was going on. I didn't know the dude's record was that bad. I just didn't know. But Biden, he ain't what he said he is. And so, well, at least not publicly. What he says privately, I'm sure he has a whole different conversation with his other boys, good old boys. If you are a member of the Democratic Party and you are considering voting for Joe Biden, I would advise you to do what Andre 3000 said. Reconsider. Reconsider. Because if you vote for Joe Biden, doesn't matter what your background is, what your skin color is, doesn't matter what your social or economic status is. If you vote for Joe Biden thinking he is who he say he is publicly, you are a fool. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?